Joy to the world. Taco Tuesday is here. It's time to talk about some crap.
Hello and welcome to Taco Tuesday. Stick around as we discuss topics of the supernatural, the paranormal, time travel, the world news, and a whole lot more. And I eat something with nachos in it. It is now time for this Taco Tuesday broadcast. Take me to the desk, Johnny. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday tonight. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday, all right.
All right, welcome to Taco Tuesday. I'm your host with the most that loves to eat Tostitos, along with Sagittarically speaking, my broadcast partner and best friend on the internet, and well, sort of real life, I guess, sometimes. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have one hell of a Taco Tuesday here for you tonight, as we are going to discuss some weird news that's been floating around the internet here lately, some funny stuff, and we've got new Mandela effects as well. There's some stuff that I discovered. Well, I can't take all the credit. There's stuff that someone else had done, but I'll mention those here in just a brief short minutes. For tonight, we so far entering the room, we have Eddie Von Keen, Hebrew from Eternia, Go-Kart Bob vrooming in here, and hopefully later on in the show, we'll have a whole lot more. Now I hand over the mic to my good old friend and broadcast partner for the last 2 years, good old Sagittarically speaking. Saggy, how you doing, brother?
Oh, well, hello there. How are you doing this evening?
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm up. I got my tea, I got my cigarettes, and I'm full of jelly beans and heartworms.
And you ate something with nachos in it?
No.
Oh, no?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I heard you say that earlier. It must have been a pre-recording.
It was a pre-recorded. The following program has been pre-recorded. No, it was just the message, not the program, people. Yeah, it's been.
So today there's no something with nachos in it. However, you have been known to eat things with nachos in it on occasion. Is that a true statement, my friend?
That is a very true statement.
All right. Well, I have to admit I'm guilty of that as well. But I'm happy to be here. I'm excited about the show tonight. I hope that our audience is as well. And let's get this buggy moving. Yeah.
We had some weird and wild news that I wanted to talk about, but I think that's pretty much going to kill the show. That's going to turn into one big, huge, you know what joke.
Well, I got your back on that. I found some memes. I sent them to your messenger. So when we do get around to talking about it, we got some funny images to go along with it.
Well, okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and bring that in first. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, floating across the news feeds everywhere. This is
breaking news,
a hands-on story, as it were. This guy was a little bit too hands-on in his work, I would say.
Well, the last time I remember anybody making the news for anything kind of related to that would be when Pee Wee Herman got busted in the movie theater. Remember that one?
I was going to say Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, Rick, what was it? Rubin something? What was his name? Paul Rubin?
Yeah, I think you're right. Paul Rubens.
Yeah. But this guy, he was...
Do you remember the old joke, by the way, before you move on?
No. Let's hear it. Let's hear the old joke. I mean, I may have heard it, but I've since forgot it.
Yeah, when that first came out, there was the two only people that ever got shot in the back of the head was in the movie theater was Abraham Lincoln and the guy sitting in front of Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, okay. Well, I can see how that would have been funny back then.
Back then.
It's not really the most tasteful joke ever, but I could see how someone might chuckle.
In the theater, not movie theater back then, not in Lincoln's day,
Oh yeah, well, okay.
Just
My
saying.
bad. Right.
But still, the joke does apply.
Right. Yeah, I don't think they told the joke in Lincoln's day though. So.
No, I think you're right, sir.
All right.
Well, anyway, hey, let's get on some of these memes, shall we? Well, first
memes. Well, yeah, we're putting carts and horses all. We got our rodeo all jumbled up here, my friend.
Yeah, you can't put wheels on your Legos before you actually build the car. What am I thinking?
So you had the article up earlier. Can you bring it back up again?
I most certainly can, my good friend. I can't.
I know you well enough to know that you wouldn't like be prepared and already have it pulled up or anything like that. So.
No, that's why I must ask you and the audience watching at home, please talk amongst yourselves while I get this pulled up.
Oh, okay. That's what he said. So yeah, what's his name again? Doobie. Tubin. Anyway.
Tubert.
Yeah, something Tubin. All right, yeah. So he's on a Zoom call. I don't know if anybody listening now remembers our Shifty Sunday a while back where we played a satirical version of this where the guy's on a Zoom call. He thinks he mutes up and goes off camera, and then he proceeds to get out the there.
I got a problem.
You got a problem?
I got a problem.
What's wrong?
Did I send that to you?
You were just talking to me about it while we were on the phone. You were reading it out loud.
I was reading out loud. I didn't send it to nobody. Okay. I got to actually send it to people. Okay, well, I can't share it if I don't send it. So let me go ahead and send it. Let's see here.
You can't just share the screen that you're on when you're looking at it?
Well, no, because it's in my phone.
Ah, I see. Well, just Google search it.
Well, no, I can't do that either, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever your limitations are, do work within your limitations.
Like Clint Eastwood would say, you got to know your limitations. Let's see here. Sylvester Stallone does his own stunts at 73. No, that ain't it. Why would this article be pushed down to the bottom? It was like it's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, just type in his name. What was his name again?
Hold on. I'll just type in. Check this out. Guy gets caught off on Zoom conference conference. Jeffrey Toobin. That's what it was.
All right. So anyway, yeah, he's on a Zoom call with his professional crew. They're working on something to do with the.
Would you call it the crew, or would you call it his staff?
Ah, you're so clever. Yeah, with the rest of his staff or colleagues, you might say.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing something related to the debate. Like, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, like a mock run up of the debate or something like that. Let's see what the article here has to say. Writer Jeffrey Toobin suspended from New Yorker. Apparently, he's a columnist on the New Yorker magazine after exposing himself during Zoom call. Report says. Let's see here. Years as an author, magazine writer, and television legal analyst could not give Jeffrey Toobin the exposure he received in one single Zoom session. The famed lawyer and writer has been suspended from the New Yorker after exposing himself during a video conference call, according to a report. Toobin, who has dissected high-profile trials involving O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, found himself on the receiving end of scrutiny Monday after it was revealed that during a video call between staffers at the New Yorker and WNYC radio, the prolific writer allegedly showed his. Can I say this word?
Well, yeah, they did.
Okay, penis during, or according to Vice, his what would be another word for it? His rod, his pole,
his meat tubing.
Yeah, his meat tubing. The website said Toobin was masturbating during the call. The New Yorker said the incident is under investigation. Can you imagine getting assigned that case? I mean, come on, Chief. There's got to be something else you can give me.
Right.
I know it's my first day, but come on.
Oh man,
I won't be late again. I'll clean the bathrooms. Anything. I made an embarrassingly stupid mistake believing I was off camera, Toobin 60 said in a statement to Vice. I apologize to my wife, family, and friends and coworkers. I believed I was not visible on Zoom. I thought no one on the Zoom could see me. I thought I had muted the Zoom video, he added. Well, I mean, he looks like a nice enough guy there in the image, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of
go ahead.
Kind of looks like an old man Russell Crowe. But no, seriously, when he obviously doesn't know how video calls work. When you mute your video, you're muting the sound. You're not muting the video, you jackass.
Well, yeah, he definitely screwed up. But you know what? At least he admitted it. He stood up as like a man and he apologized for it, for his wife and his family and his friends, for the embarrassment and the ridicule that everyone's going to have to endure as a result of his mishap. Not saying it's a yeah. I mean, it is an awkward position to find yourself in, and I mean, one would have to assume that he didn't do it on purpose. He's an established, well-known personality. So
he did it on purpose.
Go ahead. As far as I know, he doesn't have any other, infractions of any type of related nature. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
I said, well, he did it on purpose, but he didn't do the on camera on purpose. You mean?
Well, yeah. That's a little bit. Let's see if we can dig in a little deeper here. He's also a legal analyst and an analyst at CNN. Jeff Toobin has asked for some time off while he deals with a personal issue, which we have granted, a CNN representative said in a statement. Toobin's Condé Nast email has been disabled, and he has not tweeted since October 13th. Excuse me. Toobin's down under blunder was red meat for social media, where Toobin's tumble received the type of attention usually reserved for slow speed car chases.
I like how the writer here is making sort of like an inside joke here. He's going down under blunder was rid meat.
Mhm.
Tubin's Tubin's tumble. Yeah. Tubin's tumble received the type. Say that 3 times fast, why don't you?
Oh yeah, but also he is the author of 9 books, including his latest entitled "True Crimes and Misdemeanors: The Investigation of Donald Trump."
Oh
Uh,
boy. Huh.
so, with
Isn't
all that being said, Twitter has been going crazy, lighting up a. Excuse me, I don't know what. My throat's dry all of a sudden. I gotta get something to drink. He's been lighting up the memes and the tweets, and I collected a couple images right before we went live.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to scour down the earlier this morning when like they were probably really ripping and roaring, but I did find a couple of good gems. If you want to bring up your messenger.
Oh, I'm sure they did better than what I could do right here, right now, on the spot,
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun with these.
Oh, for sure. Let's see here. Where did you send that to?
Messenger.
Oh, Messenger. Okay. Well, now I got to open another. Okay. All right.
You said to always send images to Messenger, so.
Oh yeah, that way I can just,
You might want to skip the first one. I think that's unrelated.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure what I sent you now. I can't remember.
Well, let me just scroll down here if I can. Where the heck's my scroller button? Come on, don't do this to me, scroller button. Where did you what? It always wants to disappear at the worst possible time.
Yeah, like when you actually need it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
off to the corner here. The pointer doesn't click right where they make it invisible. You have to find it.
It's a plot against you to keep you down, my friend.
I guess so. I'm going to have to reload this page, I guess. It's doing crazy stuff. Dang it. Why? Yeah, I can't even. There it is, finally. Whew, man, that was close.
Nothing like the drama of wondering if we'll ever get to see it.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's see now. Okay. Oh no, no.
Well, you can't look at them all ahead of time. That's no fun.
Oh, sorry. Okay. There's a bunch of these. There really is. All right. So let's start with this one and we'll talk about it. Get it up here. I don't get this one.
Well, it's the incoming call from Jeffrey Tubin. Are you going to accept or decline?
Well, obviously you would decline this one.
Oh, well, okay. But yesterday you would have thought nothing of accepting it.
No, yeah. Well, I don't know. A guy named Tubin, I'd be awfully skeptic of that one.
Right, you're kind of in the opposite order too. This was supposed to be the last one.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to send the last ones first.
When you all right. Well, we'll just do it in reverse order then.
That's the way, Sandy.
All right. So it looks like he voted for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
The ballot might be a little sticky on this one.
You're right.
He looks so proud of himself too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. Well, he's so much happier. He's so
Thank you. I'll have another. All right. The caption says, "What are you doing?" And then I guess you gotta. Do you want to buy a vowel there, hero?
An eye?
Okay, an eye. Well, we got one, two, three eyes.
Sitting. Wait, what?
Yeah,
No.
sitting. Sitting is the first word. You got that right.
Yeah.
Here would be the second word.
Oh, okay. I see. Is it supposed to say sitting here masturbating?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. I couldn't figure it out, my friend. I'm so glad I brought you along.
Yeah. Oh boy. Come on.
Come on, man.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure who that guy on the left was.
Yeah.
And here's Jerry Seinfeld trying to explain it to Elaine, like we're trying to explain it to our
Uh,
audience right now. He
right.
took it out.
Oh man. Oh no.
I don't know what's wrong with this picture, but I think that's Tubin in the upper left there.
Yeah. This is
Remember,
supposed to be,
this is from that parody. Yeah,
yeah, the parody that actually became a reality.
yeah.
Your camera's on, dude. Oh.
This is what his wrist does whenever he gets on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
He feels compelled to do 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 do. I must use
Oh,
my
okay.
superpowers. Yeah.
That's what that is. I thought it was doing that from hurting. He
Oh,
was
from
getting cramped.
cramping from all that
Yeah.
work he did. Okay. Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
can see how you could go that way.
yeah. The new jerker.
Yeah, the new jerker.
Oh, now some of these don't apply, so I'm gonna skip over them.
Yeah, this is the last one. There is no more after this. I don't
Oh,
think.
oh man, I'm disappointed now. Well, boy, those just flew by. Those flew right by, you know.
Yep, yep.
Well, I gotta tell you something. That's some funny stuff right there. No matter how you slice it, you know. Uh, I kind of, in a way, I kind of feel sorry for the guy. And I got to tell you something. I was reading before we came live. There's a lot of sympathizers for this guy. There's a lot of people with empathy for him. But on the other hand, there's a lot of women out there who are like, this is just so typical white men just sticking up for one another. Blah blah blah. So there is a
Yeah,
lot of that going on.
right. Now, I mean, this is a perfect example of where you could say insert somebody else. Okay, let's say it was a black woman in her 20s that did it. Would
Mhm.
who would people be up in arms about that? They say it was I don't know uh a woman of Mexican descent, and she was on or say a political person like AOC, she got caught, on some type of way playing with herself on camera. I mean, would everybody react the same? That's all I'm just trying to say. I mean,
Oh
as
yeah.
long as it would be the same for no matter who it is, and
Oh
I
yeah.
think you know what I mean. That's the main point. But I don't know, man. I think this story has a lot of legs.
Oh yeah, it's gonna carry it's gonna wang around for a while. I gotta tell you.
But yeah, I do think the guy is going to. I think the amount of embarrassment and scrutiny that he's going to get from his family and coworkers and just that he's going to live that down for the rest of his life. That in itself is worse. Is the worst punishment because even if he was to get fired, he's already established himself as a as a writer and an analyst. So he should,
Mhm.
even if he doesn't have his, even if he gets a different job where he's a little bit more behind the scenes and not such a public figure, he's still going to be able to provide for himself. But he's never going to not be that guy. He's always gonna.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna.
he's gonna
It's
have that
gonna.
stigma on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Well,
Exa-
you look at some of the people that bounce back from embarrassing stuff like this. I mean, you look at Pee Wee Herman, for example.
But still, even to this day, we still associate him with that.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like Pee Wee Herman bounced back pretty good. He got it took him quite a few years before he actually
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He was in a few movies and he even revised his Pee Wee's Playhouse, and
It
everybody
never
loved
was the
it.
same, though. You know.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but I think everyone forgave him.
Well,
And I
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think people forgave him. But in the court of public opinion, he got through it. But as
right.
far as it affecting his career and his potential earnings, I think he took a big hit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he sure did. And yeah, but as I was reading around though, one more thing on this subject before we hop off of it is like there's actually a hashtag movement going on now called hashtag Tubin2 instead
Well,
of
this
like
one's called Me Tubin.
me tubing. Yeah, that's it. Me
Yeah.
too. Me tubing. Me tubing. That sounds gross.
Well, the feminist movement was Me Too movement, the one
Huh?
where they were trying to call out all the like the Weinstein and Epstein's and all those kind of guys that well, something happened to Me Too, all for all the women to come out and say something. You see what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so they did a little play on the Me Too movement and called it Me Tube, and that's supposed to be the funny part.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, sure. And I can understand that. People make mistakes. People goof. People do things. It happens. It really does happen. But let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you think that this was a legitimate mistake, or do you think in some way, like somewhere in his sort of like deep consciousness, that he actually might have wanted some of those women that was on that Zoom conference to kind of see him doing it?
Interesting question. Um, if he wasn't such a known person and he wasn't an analyst and didn't have such an established career, I might say possibly. But with him being who he is and having that much to lose, I would have to say that I don't think so.
Okay. Now let me ask you a second question.
Oh, okay.
Do you think after all is said and done, like I don't think they're going to fire him, but here's what I think is going to happen. Here's the question I have for you. Do you think he's going to continue writing, but under an assumed name, like under a pen name, so to speak?
No, you know what? I think that it could actually, if he since he did he took that stand up action and just owned it right away and apologized to everyone and is kind of taking accountability for it in a stand up fashion. I think he can maybe possibly spin this to where now he actually has gained some notoriety and if he can get past the next 72 hours or a week or so without anything else coming out about him or anybody digging up any dirt on him, then I think he might actually find himself being more relevant because he's probably going to pick up followers and interest in his in anything he does in the next few things that he does simply because of the scandal.
Yeah. Well, I hate to play devil's advocate here, but I think it's really going to go down as one of those things where he's going to have to live under an assumed name, or not live under one, but write under an assumed name for any company he moves on to, because they may end up firing him for this. I'm just saying they got
Yeah,
to.
it really depends on how much the public outcry is for his removal.
And the other thing is that might come out of this is some sort of lawsuit against him from some of the women that saw this.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not over. He's definitely not in the clear. Just because he said I'm sorry doesn't mean it's all, fairy
Right.
tales and rainbows. But he's definitely he's gonna be under some scrutiny. But I think he'll be okay. I think he's gonna get through this. I don't really know how bad the because when you read and I read it earlier, a different article, I guess it went into a little more detail and said that all that they really saw was a couple glimpses of his penis, his rod, his staff, his magical scepter. Um,
Yeah.
so hopefully, it's not too awful bad, and and the actual clips don't go viral of him, whatever it is he did, because that would run it in the ground even more.
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking that earlier. I'm like, what if somebody within that meeting or somebody within the New York Times or whatever it is called? What's it
Yeah,
called?
somebody else on the call had been recording the call. They got
Yeah.
footage. Yeah,
Then
yeah.
they sold it to like Pornhub or something.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, it does happen, you know.
Oh yeah. Or they can just release it online. I mean, and just slightly blur out the what they got to blur out.
But it in these times, I'm sorry to say, we're going to see more and more of these accidents happen because we're living underneath the times of the lockdown where people aren't going to work meetings physically. They are doing more of these Zoom meetings. And just like we mentioned before about the whole kid in the classroom thing where their parents are sitting in the background in their bathrobes and not realizing the cameras are still rolling, or not realizing, or not having the good mind to realize that they are in the background doing unsavory things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just saw a picture earlier today. There was a woman that was a teacher that was cooking in her underwear after a class. What do they call it? Online classroom
Online
thing.
class, yeah.
Yeah, didn't realize that her
The
camera
camera
was
was
still
still
on.
on.
Yeah.
Well,
So
again, it's an honest mistake, and I think that it's amazing that, like we said earlier, it's amazing you don't hear more about these. It seems like it's as much as Zoom has really kind of caught on, especially with the whole pandemic thing. A lot of people doing work from home, school from home, this from home, that from home, whatever from home, and getting on these Zoom calls. I mean, we talked about once before how you're catching a lot of background action of other people in the house walking through with towels or smoking or drinking in the background or whatever. But I don't see how you don't or you're not catching more candid moments. I mean, it seems like this should be something you would accept as kind of par for the course. A random happenstance here and there shouldn't really be that big of a deal. We're all, if everyone's adults, we should just be able to, you know, accept that that's just when you're invading into someone's house, you're going to into their personal space with cameras. You're going to catch things that you might not necessarily want to catch, or that they
yeah,
don't want to be seen and you don't want to see.
right. Well, especially this incident for sure.
Yeah.
You know? uh,
But
but
there is another image hero that uh, made its way onto Twitter today that uh, covered. You got a little bit of a sentiment going for this guy. I put it in Hangouts.
oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, it's an article, I think.
All right.
I'm
I'll
not
let you
sure.
read that article, my friend.
All right, and it's we were just talking about him the other day. I think Mr. Old Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
He got a fresh picture taken of him, I guess, from the in the jail, and they posted it online recently or whatever, and it went viral on Twitter last night, early this morning, and he's smiling in the mug shot. His hair's all out of whack. He looks old as dirt, and I guess he a little. Some people started to put comments about how they kind of feel sorry for him, and then all of a sudden there was a bunch of backlashes to, well, why you feel sorry for him? You know, he got away for years. So I thought we might look at that. If you want to click on the Mike Sealock there or whatever, bring it up.
Mm-hmm. You don't see it?
Yeah, click on the actual words above it there, and it'll bring up the whole thing.
Here?
Yeah, right there.
All right.
See, it says here, Bill Cosby is trending on Twitter. Why? It appears people are giving attention to a new mugshot on the PA Department of Corrections website in which he appears to be smiling. Cosby, 83, is serving a 3 to 10 year in prison for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand. Let's look at the image here real quick.
All right. Let me get to the image. Yeah.
You can see he's got his mask. He took it off for the picture. I don't know what he's looking at. But, yeah, he's definitely smiling. Sort of. I don't know, man. He looks pretty beat up to me. He don't look like he's doing all that great. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's looking sort of raggedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He
guess.
don't look like he's been sitting in his wearing his velvet jacket, smoking cigars anytime recently, huh?
No, not wearing his sweaters. His signature Cosby sweaters.
So let's see what some of these comments would say. I would die for a collab with Bill Cosby. Is that really you, Johnny? All right. What? And then let's see. People reading volumes into this picture. I'm not even sure this counts as a smile. Look, Bill probably just farted and it smells like dead rat. No biggie.
Yeah, could have just as easily been a grimace. Dottie, smile for the camera, shake my head. I hope everyone's happy he is content with his lot. Huh?
Yeah, I know, right? Not defending him, but kind of looks like a grimace to me. Thought the same. He said, that's not a smile, that's gas. All right, well, I think we get the idea here. I don't know that I I don't know that I feel like too terribly sorry for him. I think he's going to survive his jail stint as long as he don't get COVID while he's in jail. I guess. You know, I'd say he's probably high risk for that. But anything short of that, I think he might actually serve his time and get home. I mean, he's probably already did at least half of the 3 to 5 years. What you say?
Has it been that long?
It seems like he's been in there for at least a year or two, wouldn't you say?
I guess about 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me read some of the comments we're getting here. What is Bill Cosby's favorite Disney character? Sleeping Beauty. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jennifer Richardson says pudding pops and has a poop emoji with a monkey on there. Go-Kart Bob. We'll see what he looks like in 10 more years. I don't know.
I don't know. He'll make it 10 more years. He's 83. I guess he could.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll make it to 93 in jail. He might make it to 90.
Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah,
Right?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. We got so many other more important things to worry about than the mortality of Bill Cosby, don't we?
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. You know what I just realized is today is 2020. Like it's 20, the year 2020. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, it's the 20th of the month?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20,
well, interesting.
2020.
10 20 2020.
Yeah, 10, 20, 20, 20. Sounds like remember those old phone number things they used to have you call that was cheaper? Like if you put those numbers in front of the number, like if you were at
Oh
a
yeah,
payphone or something, go
yeah.
dial 10, 10, 10, 220, and then the number, and you could save a bunch of money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or better yet, like if you wanted to vote someone off on like a reality TV show, you send your text to 10 20 20 20 or something, you know.
Yeah, I would say this is the night for everyone to go out and buy lotto tickets. And by the way,
Uh-huh.
they do drawings every Tuesday and Friday, so this is a drawing night, people. So
Mm,
I hope everyone bought their lotto tickets. This should be a lucky number 10, 20, 20, 20.
yeah.
You know what else it sounds like is like something you'd say on a CB radio. Hey, what's your 10, 20, 20, 20 over there? Over.
Yeah. My 10 20 20 is uh I am chilling.
You chilling like a villain with a case of penicillin?
You know it, and then I be illin'.
You literally have penicillin now, is what
I
I'm
know,
saying.
right? I don't
Yeah.
have a whole case of it, but
Right.
I got
maybe
about two and a half more days worth, and I'll be through with it.
maybe we should explain to people so they don't think that you've got something like, unsavory.
Well, it is unsavory. It is an ear infection, and it's of the unsavoriest kind.
Well, yeah, I know that, but you know how people think sometimes.
Oh well, yeah. Shoot, they
We
can
don't
think
want to
whatever they want.
we
Yeah.
don't want to start rumors, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well.
Oh, Sergi's on penicillin. Oh, I wonder what he's been into. Yeah.
Oh yeah. 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 Sound bite right there. Sound
Yeah.
bite.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that's funny though. So you're chilling like a villain. Hmm?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard Hebrews got the clap, but that I don't. I didn't start the rumor. I
Well,
just
that's
heard about it.
yeah, but the clap I got, my friend, is a different kind of clap.
Oh, okay.
It goes like that.
Ah, yeah, that's right. I knew it was. I knew there was more to the story. That I knew that couldn't just be the way they told it. You should have heard. Oh no! Oh my gosh! It
Wow.
made it sound so much more scandalous.
Oh yeah, well, it's the way the YouTube's works, man. It's just the
Gotcha.
way the YouTube's. Everyone likes to gossip. Everyone likes to. Hey, I hear Jennifer Richardson, by the way, has a brand new video out. I urge everyone and their brother to go over and check it out. It's awesome. Um,
Have you seen it?
Tell me, have you seen it? Part of it.
Okay. I mean, do we have? Is she in chat now? Can we play it? Can we? Can we? Can
She's
we?
in chat. I'm not sure how long it is. We do have to have her permission, sir.
Yeah, I know. So we should ask her.
Hmm. Well, heck, she is right here. I guess I could ask her. Hold on a second. Let me go ask her.
Yeah, why don't you go ask her real quick?
Jennifer, it's me. Hebrew. Yeah. Hi. I was just wondering if we could play your video. Would that be cool? She must be in the bathroom.
Hmm. Either that, or she's making like some cupcakes or something.
Either that, or she's making some fajita wraps.
Oh yeah, it is Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday, and Go Kart Bob says just had a cool sunset with a crescent moon. I'll tell you what, man, I haven't had crescent moons in a long time. Those things are good, man. You put some ham and cheese in there, a little bit of egg, and he's talking about the actual moon. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought he was talking about like a box of Lucky Charms or something.
I thought he was talking about some crescent rolls.
Oh, croissants.
Yeah, croissants.
The croissant.
Been a long time since I worked at Burger King, but we used to have those.
Why don't you try knocking one more time just in case?
Oh yeah, okay. Let me see. Jennifer, hello. Are you home? We'd like to play your video if it's cool. If it's cool, Just say nothing. Okay, I guess we get to play her video.
I love your logic there.
Yeah,
That's great
I know, right?
logic.
Yeah. I don't think she'll strike us down for this. Let me go ahead and go look it up, though.
Oh, you gotta look it up.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I actually watched it. You know me, I'm a YouTube junkie. I can sit here and watch Hell's Kitchen and What You Know About That and police officer body cam footage and crazy dogs, stuff like that.
Crazy dogs. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. What do you mean, crazy dogs? No,
And
let's
after
see, we got.
huh?
Go ahead. I saw we got Jen. Jen's not here, man. she's. But tell her you got the stuff, bro. Tell her you got the stuff.
It's me, Hebrew. I got the stuff. Wait, aren't I supposed to say like oh, never mind.
Yeah, I know. Somehow we forgot a part of that bit, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of messed it up a little bit. Or I did, rather. Not you. You weren't even in on it until now.
Oh, well, I'm the one who told you to say it, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, you let me off the hook so easy. Yeah, I just had to throw myself right back on it.
Well, here's the thing, man. I just don't feel like, putting any energy towards it.
Oh, okay.
I put all of my energy at the top of the show when I do the introduction. So,
well, she's playing along. She said she's not here, man. Again, a second time. So it's however you want to proceed going forward, because I'm not sure what the correct answer is.
I thought I was subbed to her, but it turns out like there's 10,000 Jennifer Richardsons on YouTube. So,
well, it would be the same spelling as it is on her avatar here, Jennifer Richardson.
Oh
dash.
wait, you know what? I am so retarded. I could just click on her freaking image.
Well, there you go.
Whoops, not that. On YouTube, I could just click on her image and they'll take me right to her channel. Duh.
Well, there you go.
Oh boy. On YouTube, I could just click on her image.
Hey, I could have swear I heard you say that already.
I know, right? What's going on? Are we in a loop? Are we in a time loop of some sort? Hey, what's going on? How come it's not letting me do it?
I thought they took that feature off a long time ago.
Are you even serious right now? I can't click on her image to go to her channel? Oh, she has to leave a comment. Like in the thing.
Underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that you can leave a comment yet, can you?
Son of a gun. No, I think you can. Yeah, they're right here. I think. Yeah. You just go right over here and you go, hey, man. Like, what's up?
Well, she said, Ali's day, just like it sounds, but I don't make videos.
Huh.
So
now,
you must have her confused with someone else.
Who have I got her confused with? I could have swore up and down and around the bend that she made a video. Oh my goodness. Am I Mandela affected right now?
You are so Mandela affected.
Oh my gosh.
You got her completely confused with someone totally different.
No, it's not Jen's Gems. No. Jim, totally outrageous. Ooh, Jim. No. Maybe I got her confused with maybe it's Mandela, maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh, yeah, because I did put that video for you to watch.
You did. You know what I would like to do?
What's that?
I would like to share part of it because I do agree with a certain word that's in that video. I do agree with it.
Well, you know what? Who am I to stop you? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So let's find out who you mistook Jennifer Richardson Eliz
Yeah.
Alize. Anyway, I'm sorry I can't pronounce it.
Hey, no problemo, man.
No, I mean I'm talking to Jennifer. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry too.
She says share it anyway, even though she doesn't make videos.
Well, you know what, Jennifer? I think that if Mystique was here, she would agree with you.
I think that if Mystique wasn't here, she would still agree with her.
All right, a lot of you hate these, but this is a video.
Okay, let me get to the part that I like.
Well, yeah, we don't want to see none of that other crap.
That's right, guys.
Just that one part you like.
That's right. Hey, it's Taco Tuesday, dude. Well, where is it, man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The word, okay, let me ask people this before I show a part of this video. And let me just say right off the get-go that this video...
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man. You had it before I did.
Well, yeah, this video is from the channel Maybe It's Mandela. And she, you know, it's her video. Hopefully she won't mind us playing it, but she deserves all the credit where credit is due and all that jazz.
All the credit in the world, man. Okay, well, it's not. Oh, I know what I did. I edited my screen.
The old edited the screen thing, huh?
Now there is. Okay, so let me ask the chat this real quick before I pop it up there. How do you guys remember the word wondrous? Just let's see what people have to say right quick.
Like if I was going to spell it, how would I spell it right now?
Yeah, like how would you spell it? Not say it, spell it.
All right. Wonder. I would start off by spelling the word wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder. And then OUS.
Okay. Let's see what other people have. Lorraine Lamore says WONDROUS.
Oh, she took off the and made it draw. Okay.
Lotar has WONDEROUS.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it.
Let's see how other people are spelling it, man.
Yeah, man.
Spill the beans. Cool beans. The cool beans. You know what? My friend that sometimes comes on here and watches the show, and I'm surprised he's not on here right now watching the show. Philip Fogarty, or sometimes he's on here as Fogarty Philip.
Yeah, it seems like that. I seem to have heard of the guy.
He used to say cool beans all the time, but he used to say cool beans hachacho. Like, I don't know what a hachacho is.
I don't know either. I think it's
hachacho?
like it's the name of a Spanish friend you may have.
That could be, man.
Yeah.
Like he'd go, cool beans, hachacho.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like saying comrade when you're Russian. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Or like saying paisan when you're Italian.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. Here's what I remember. Here's what Saji remembers, and here is what what's her name again?
Maybe it's Mandela.
Oh yeah. She used to watch the show sometimes.
She still does. She pops in every now and again.
Yeah. So let's see. So don't strike us. We're sharing your content. Okay, just saying.
All right.
Please don't strike us. Okay, so here is that clip I promised you guys. I'll go ahead and play it.
Scroll down a little bit real quick so we can see
wait
her.
a minute, sir. You're
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to throw you off. You were too quick for me. I just wanted us to be able to see her name so we can make sure she gets.
Oh, well, yeah. See?
Yeah, okay. It's Mandela, MABE space IT apostrophe S MANDELA apostrophe D. All right. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
See, I remember that being all just one word. Okay. Wondrous sound. See how that's how it is now.
Yeah, that's how Lorraine spelled it too.
That's how it is now.
Tamacon, Hazel, and I, and we were looking at the Nightmare Before Christmas video trailer, and it had the word wondrous, and I was like, wondrous. And it was missing the E, and I was like, that looks really, really weird. It looks so weird. But apparently wondrous has never had the E in it, ever. I don't know, guys. What do you remember? Let me know in the comments.
And that's where she plays the music. And what's so funny is I thought that was the end of the video because she played the music there. And I'm like, so I clicked off of it. But then after I clicked off of it, I realized she had more video left. So she cuts out, she plays music and then comes back in. And then she seems to do that. That's a pattern.
Oh, okay. Well, she's giving us examples, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And we come to another one that...
Now, that one I'm not as familiar with, so I'm not going to really share it because I'm not into the whole Tutunkanmun.
How does that spell it right there? Tuta. Oh, man, it went away. Tutan Common. Okay, I see what it's doing there. All right, that's cool. Yeah, we can move on if you want to.
I didn't think that guy was named Tutunkanmun. I always thought that was a statue of King Tut.
It is Tut, the first three letters.
So his full name was Tutunkanmun.
Tutankhamun.
Oh, okay. Well, how's that said again? Tutankamun?
Tutankhamun or Tutankhamun.
Well, it wouldn't be Tootin.
Well, it depends on if he had beans or not, but yeah.
Wouldn't that make him King Rootin' Tootin'?
Yeah.
It's if he had beans. Yeah. Maybe he had cool beans.
There you go. Kapachi or whatever you said. Kachachi.
Hachacho. Hachacho.
Kachacho. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool beans, Hachacho. So, I always thought that was his full name was Tut.
In the image on the left there, it looks like he's holding a gun up under his chin,
It does. We can show the rest of this if you want to.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got it here, and it's a Mandela related. Let's check it out.
Let's see what the Mandela is. I'm curious. You got me curious now, sir.
All right, I've sparked your interest, have I?
Yes, you have. And since you called him Tootin', I wonder if she calls him Tootin'.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
And we come to another one that is kind of bothering me. King Tut. King Tutankhamun. How do you guys spell that? Do you spell it?
She did say Tootin'.
Mm-hmm.
But the last part, M-O-N, M-E-N, M-A-N, or M-U-N. Because for years I thought it was M-E-N, but the correct way of spelling it is M-U-N.
I gotta rewind that. It's funny you said gun, and then all of a sudden, in this next clip, he has a machine gun, He's got an AK.
Oh yeah.
No, wait, no. That's not an AK-47. What is that? Grenade launcher? What is that's an AK-549 or an AK. I forget what it's called again. But yeah, isn't this a grenade launcher down here at the bottom?
Yeah, it looks like that's what it would be.
Oh boy, I bet good old our good friend down there, good old Mister the hugging polar bear. I bet he knows.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he could tell us.
Oh yeah, he is very knowledgeable. Look how muscly King Tut is there.
Yeah, I think that's Rambo, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. He looks like Rambo.
Yeah, with a King Tut mask
Okay,
on.
well, if this is Rambo, this is an AKR-15 with grenade launcher.
All right.
AKR-15 is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, forget what I just said and let's move on down the road.
This was like, ugh, that looks really weird.
So we got it. The MAHAMEN seems like it's the right way.
Curious
Oh.
how spelled it.
See, there's the music again. I always think that's the end of the video.
Well, it's the end of that.
This is a
segment.
really interesting one that Hazel Fiverr helped me big time on with. So thanks, man. Okay, Lizzie Borden. How do you guys know her first name to be spelled? I always thought it was Lizzie, but it's always.
I always thought it was Lizzie.
I don't have a dog in this fight, so.
Well, you remember Lizzie Borden, the whole story of Lizzie Borden and how she killed her entire family with an axe. And
I mean, I think I've heard the story before, but I've never once thought about writing her name out or wrote it or thought of how it might be spelled one way or the other. So I don't have a preconceived way I would have already thought to have spelled it. That's what I'm trying to say.
I always remembered it Lizzie. Not with a Y.
Right. I mean, that's just, yeah, but with it being a name, it could be just as easily one way as it could be the other, you know?
Because I think that was just short for Elizabeth.
Well, yeah, Lizzie probably is short for Elizabeth, but that doesn't mean you got to spell it a certain way.
Well, I don't know, my friend, but I remember seeing documentaries and movies and.
Well, you've definitely studied it a lot more than I have, then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep on going.
30 whacks, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. 30 whacks with the axe.
Hmm.
There was a poem, I think, that was 30 whacks with an axe. And I don't know. But anyway, let's continue, my friend.
It's been Lizzie. So there's some really good residue for that. So I hope you guys enjoy this and let me know what you think and what you remember in the comments. Thanks for watching and God bless.
That's what it was. Let me rewind that. Hold on. I think the limerick was there. I think. Or is that just a meme? That's what it was right there.
Yeah. Lizzie took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, gave her father 41.
Yeah. I remember that limerick. And there's some. Okay. I like this music. Well, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's good old what's her name's channel. Maybe it's Mandela.
Duh.
Mandela. Sorry.
Duh.
I said
Mandela.
Mandela. Yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
duh. What's up?
But yeah, this reminds me, I'm doing a call out right now, right here.
What? Huh?
Yeah,
Right
that's
now?
right.
right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You're putting it out right now. You're dropping the bomb right now.
I'm dropping the bomb.
The bomb right now, here and now, on 10/20/2020.
It won't. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want. There you go.
Maybe that'll work. No, now that killed it. Anyway, yeah, I'm dropping the bomb.
All right. So what are you saying, man?
That
All right,
just
you're
felt like
killing. Oh, you're
fireworks.
killing my ears, man. I can't tell you
Sorry.
take so much of that.
I'm sorry. I forgot ear infection. Okay. No, let's move on. Now, here's what I have. Here's what I have for you guys out there, you gals out there, rather. It has come to my attention that it has become quite the sausage fest here at Taco Tuesday. You know, and it doesn't need to be a sausage fest. This is a taco themed channel. I mean, show. So
Well, that is not the opening I expected you to open with. Sausages and tacos, my friend. What do you mean, sausages and tacos?
Wait a minute. No, that came out wrong. That came out wrong. I do apologize. I want to apologize to my family and my colleagues and my.
Oh, you think we're just gonna let you off the hook because you said you're sorry?
Well, I hope so.
Nope, you're gonna be 83 years old in jail like Bill Cosby.
Oh man, am I gonna be searching for my mask and it's gonna be down there? You know. And I'll be like, Harris, where's my mask? Oh, hell no. Anyway,
Okay, you want to let's try again. Let's start all over. Wipe the slate clean. Pretend like none of that ever happened. All right, let's not start off with sausage analogies or taco analogies. Okay.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay. Would you like me to kind of segue it for you, or do you want to like a second valiant attempt at this?
Well, let me get in at least a second attempt, and then if I can't
Okay.
get it right the second time, then you jump in there.
All right. Okay. Let's see what you can.
Okay.
Let's see if you can dust yourself off and get yourself back together. Straighten your hat. Adjust your tie. Pull the tongue out of your left shoe, and let's try again.
All right, here we go.
All right.
It has come to my attention that Taco Tuesday has become quite the man fest. And
okay, I feel like you're self-prophesizing your own destruction there, my friend.
What do you mean? I'm just saying, like there's two guys on here, and
yeah, okay, let's get past that. All right,
you go ahead and do it, man.
Right. So I mean, you know what? Here's a good way to just we just watched that little clip from Maybe It's Mandela, right? And you know what was kind of neat about watching that video about the Mandela effect? It was a female presenting the information. And I say that only because 99.999% of the time when I'm watching or hearing or learning a video about Mandela effects, unless it's Sandy Diva and Teresa and Curiouser doing a live stream, I'm not used to hearing a female presenter, a female voice, a female side, a female perspective, mind you. And it was quite refreshing to see one, for a change. And I think the same thing could apply here as well. Hebrew and I have been discussing it, and we haven't had a female co-host on here for a while. So we're putting it out there into the multiverses of multiverses that we're looking for one. We're hoping we can find somebody to come on and do Taco Tuesdays with us and offer a female perspective. Obviously, the one qualifying factor would be that you have to be a female. We don't care about your I identify as a female perspective. We're not interested in that. Uh, no offense to anybody who does identify as a female, but biologically isn't one. It's just that's not what we're looking for. Uh, how about that, Hebrew? Was that okay?
That was perfect, my friend. You
Okay.
couldn't have said it any better.
All right.
Yeah, it's a long time ago in a not so far galaxy, in a not so distant future, we had a female co-host on here, and it worked out for the most part. But since then, it's just been two guys and a pizza place, and right now
And a taco
we won't
and a
have to.
taco truck.
Oh, and the taco truck, not a pizza place. You're right.
And
Thank
not to
you.
take anything away from Fizzy either, because she definitely does do a lot from, bringing a female perspective to the Mandela effect as well. So I definitely wanted to make sure I gave her a shout out. But I think we need that. I think our show is lacking that, and hopefully we'll be able to find somebody. It's just so hard to find the right person who's the right fit, who can match our energy and can keep up with our pace and our antics and our tomfoolery that we like, our hijinks we like to do on this show. So hopefully we can find the right person who's the right fit and doesn't
Someone
mind.
who can keep balance in the force too.
Yeah, yeah,
Oftentimes we
yeah.
will go off the cuff and say
Hmm.
things that we shouldn't ought to say, like I just did, like earlier, the two different tries that I had. So it
Right.
would be nice to have someone to sort of balance things out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, sort of be. I don't want to say like a referee, because that's not right. We don't need a referee.
No, we just need somebody to come on and do Taco Tuesday with us. So if that person might be you, make sure you let us know or if you know somebody that like is into the same sort of things that we like to talk about, because we do definitely a lot of diverse subjects. We don't just talk about Mandela effects. Not that we don't like talking about Mandela effects, but we we've expanded our horizons to include other things as well. So hopefully, we'll find the right fit here in the next few weeks or a month or so, and it'll all work itself out.
And if you become our new female broadcast partner, we will send you a free T-shirt from our Taco Tuesday workshop. We have a Taco Tuesday T-shirts. We have Shifty Sunday
Well,
T-shirts.
actually, what you should say
Hmm?
is if they end up working out, we decide on somebody, we'll add them to the Taco Tuesday merch, their name, and we'll send them the T-shirt with their newly added name.
Yeah. See, that's an even better idea, good sir.
Yes.
But there's my email address. That's how you apply.
Hmm.
Just come on in, and we'll have tryouts starting on the 31st of October.
Oh,
And
we're doing tryouts like it's band, like we're like they're auditioning for our band. That's so cool, man.
well, sure, we gotta have tryouts. I mean,
All right, all
how
right,
do you know if they're a good fit or not?
all right. I just never thought about doing tryouts. And in the simplest term, like well, let's hear you play. Like put her on a set of drums, see how she does.
Right.
Well,
No,
you might not work out as the drummer. Let's try you out on the tambourine. I'm just kidding.
no, but I thought it would be kind of cool to have this sort of tryout, almost like Hell's Kitchen or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If we just get one person to respond, that might be our tryout. So
Right, we'd be lucky enough to have that, right?
exactly.
No, but I want to kind of do that, bring people in, see if they're a perfect fit for us, and stuff like that. I mean, you don't just walk into a hardware store and buy a fitting for a pipe and then bring it home and put it on without first making sure that it's the perfect fit. I mean, you get a fitting on there that's wrong, and next thing you know,
Well,
you're taking a
actually,
shower in your kitchen, you know.
well, you obviously have never shopped plumbing parts with me before, my friend. I
Oh,
always go to the store to get a plumbing, a piping fixture. Come home and it's like a tenth of a millimeter off, and I have to go back, get in my car, grab the receipt, the brown paper bag it came in, set it on the customer service counter, wait 10 minutes for them to process the return, then go back to the aisle and get some pimply faced teenage numbnut who doesn't understand what a plumbing fixture is to try to make him understand what I'm working on in my project in my bathroom. And I don't know, about 8 to 10 rinses and repeats later, I finally have finished that project.
oh, I see. Yeah, you know what? I got to admit right here live on the air on Taco Tuesday that I kind of do the same thing, but with other things. Like I'll go, for example, and I'll get a table or something. And I'll go,
Uh-huh.
yeah, this table's going to fit perfectly in my apartment. I'll just fit right over there next to the wall. And then
Hmm.
next thing you know, I get it built and I try to appropriate it in that corner. And wouldn't you know, I have to move this thing out of the way, or I have to move a picture over to the next wall, or I have to move my bed 2 centimeters from the floor. You know, it's always something like that with me. That's my thing, you know.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, no. Anytime it seems like anytime I ever do a home fixer up project, I never get away with getting everything I need to complete the project in one outing, one clean and easy sweep. I always end up spending, I don't know, at least a good portion of the afternoon going up there 2 or 3 times to complete the, whatever the missing core piece that I overlooked previously was.
Yeah, I got to admit, Jennifer, I'm not very good with carpentry work. She says, "Come on, guys, measure twice, cut once." No, 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 not me. I cut it and then I put it to the thing and then I put the screws in there and it'll be sticking out at least half an inch. Then I got to go back, take all the screws out, go back, cut it again, and then put all the screws back and hope to God I didn't cut too much off that time, you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't tell you how many times I put a grill together. You go up to the hardware store, or whatever, and you buy the new Webmaster grill that just came out or whatever, and I get it all put together, and the wheels on, and the grates on, and the lid on, and the little thing that you adjust for smoke on, and then I go to lift it up, and I put the handle on upside down or something stupid like that. Yeah, it's something you got to take off like 17 pieces to get back to that piece
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
correct it. I don't know how I always manage to screw it up, but I always do.
Well, it doesn't help that the instructions are either, you know, Spanish is either the first language on the instructions or
Mm.
there's no words on there at all. It's just a picture saying A, B, C, D, or E.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, they don't actually tell you how to do it. It's just they show you this diagram and you have to just kind of like figure it out. Wait a minute, that piece sort of looks like this piece.
Oh yeah, when you get done unbagging it and breaking all the plastic open, it's like 173 pieces if you include all the nuts and bolts and
Yeah.
ratchets, and yeah, it's a crazy crazy thing. It's one of the best thing about having children is as they get older and become teenagers, you can just assign those kind of tasks to them. One of my two daughters, she's just really excellent at that kind of thing. So I just always give her the project if it's something that needs to be put together. I'll even let her have full access to my tools. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, true. Well, hey, it's getting to that part of the show. If we're talking about toiletry and and putting stuff together, I think it's time to open up the phone lines.
Open up the phone lines. What do you mean? No, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. 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 What do you mean? What do I mean? Open up the phone lines. Okay. Let me get over here to the
Phone line operations center.
yes. The phone line operate. I like that. That's a good name for it. Usually people just call it the phone center, but phone line operation center makes it sound much more professional.
Oh yeah.
Start conference.
So this would be the phone number here, huh? The 720-835-5632, pin 96170.
I hope so.
All right, cool. Because I just read it out loud to our audience.
Well, otherwise they're going to be calling armor.
Okay, cool. Well, if you call the number and Armor answers the phone, I insist that you say Saji sends his love and blessings. That's all, and then hang up.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you gotta say too, by the way.
Yeah.
So we got the phone lines. The phone lines are open. So if you got anything interesting to say, if you want to teach me and Saji how to put together an office desk or a kitchen table or a baby crib or anything like that, just let us know.
Yeah, for sure. It would be nice for Jennifer Richardson to come in. She's been quite chatty this evening in chat. I hope she calls.
Well, that would be cool.
And then she can pronounce that last suffix on her last name too.
What do you mean?
She's got an extra thing at the end of her name, a dash.
Oh,
and then
yeah, the Zippadel.
Yeah, see, it's easy for you to say. You should have heard me earlier. And she even typed it out phonetically, and I still couldn't do it.
Well, sure, Teresa, you can call in. Heck, anybody can.
Well, yeah. We actually see there right next to the 096170 here, bro. It says there in small print, anybody but Teresa can call in. Oh, wait, and Lothar 900, he can't call in either.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely not Lothar.
Yeah. But I'm just kidding. Teresa, we would love for you to call in.
Heck yeah. In fact, you probably missed it when we were talking about having a permanent female lead. I mean, not lead, a female co-host. Thank you, Saji, for correcting me. I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for, my friend.
All right, we got somebody on the line already from Bloomington, Indiana. Bloomington, you are on the air with Hebro and Saji. How you doing?
Hello?
Hey.
Hello there. Yeah, I heard you having a little trouble getting your pipes to fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been up to the hardware store quite a few times trying to find the right piping.
Are you sure you're using the right fitting?
I'm just using this plumber's tape. Is that okay?
Make sure you just, read the directions and you use the right plumber's tape. That's the key. That's key, fellas. That's key.
Well, which way do you wind the plumber's tape? I always get confused. Should I wind it clockwise or counterclockwise?
You have to wind it opposite of the way you're going to be fitting the pipe on this, see? Because if you don't wind it that way, when you're putting the pipe on, you're just going to unwind the tape, and you got to start all over again.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So opposite way, the opposite way.
Yeah, the opposite. You just got to remember opposites attract.
Okay. Let me write that down. Opposite the track. Hebro, you writing that down?
I lost my pen. I think I lost it while I was trying to put together a toilet and it went down the toilet.
Oh, well, either way, I got this for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Step one is always carry 2 pens. Because one might get dropped and rolled, under the toilet like that happened.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't follow all the rules because they're all written in Chinese. So.
Step step 2, well, before the step 1, make sure you buy American products. That's the other.
You're full of great advice, caller, whoever you are.
Uh-huh.
You're full of great. They really know how to raise them right out there in Bloomington, Indiana. That's for sure.
Yeah, out here in the Midwest, we got to do a lot of our own work because we're not those big city folks that have just a whole team of people on speed dial. We got to get down on our hands and knees and do the actual work.
Yeah.
See. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like one of those union jobs where you just get to stand around with your hands in your pockets all day looking at a clipboard.
I imagine Tubin probably used to do that. Like he was a union worker that stood around with his hands in his pocket, but although for different reasons.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who
Tubin.
did that? Who did
So,
that?
so caller, how are you enjoying the show so far?
I'm having a great time. You know this is Lorraine, right?
Well, yeah.
I would have never guessed.
No one else is coming from this town. So, yeah, just to recap, last Tuesday, I was ready. Thank you for inviting me. And you were not feeling up to it. Saturday, it was my turn. I wasn't feeling up to it. And so I don't know if you want to shoot for this next Saturday. But
Well, sure.
On a Saturday night, I can, oh, thank you. I can stay up later. I don't have to be anywhere in the next morning.
You sure you won't be busy washing your hair or anything like that?
Oh, I don't wash my hair.
Oh, okay. Well, then that should work out perfect then, because neither do Hebrew or I. So there you go.
I wash it in the morning.
Well, now, hey, wait a minute. Speak for yourself, there, Saji. I take a fine scrubby, like one of those kitchen, like you wash your dishes with, one of those things. At least once a month,
Right, and you scrub it on the inside of your hat just to make sure the inside of your hat is clean. Well,
right.
I guess that kind of counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Barilla pad. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking about the Scrub Daddy like they sell in QVC.
Or Mr. Clean or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Clean now has thinner, like, cleansing wipes instead of the sponge, so in case you need to have more flexibility.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. When you're doing those plumbing jobs, you need lots of flexibility, so.
Don't I know it? Anyway, so that's what I don't like though. If you buy anything to assemble, they think they have to put the instructions in very formal language, like everyone went to drafting school, and they forget that this, everyday people who are buying it. So just put it in plain English,
Mm-hmm.
That I think is ridiculous because there's
Exactly.
a simple way.
They don't. They forget about us. They forget about us simpletons.
Even just practical saying it helps to do this, instead of just assemble it, you might say helps to make sure you're working on a large table or the floor, and you make sure this part is ready. You have room to flip it over because you're going to need to flip it over, like a bookcases I put together. But I just think the lack of thinking ahead, And
Gotcha. Well, everybody can rest assured that Lotar 900 has returned, so the show is safe. And he shoveled snow up there in Canada. He must have got some snow. Any snow there in Bloomington, Indiana?
No, it was a little rainy.
I heard you guys might get some snow here in the next couple of days.
I haven't I looked at the forecast. It was pretty warm for October, and then it got kind of chilly today. But I remember that last year, as the leaves started, just as they started to change, it got super cold really fast, and all the leaves dropped. So we didn't have that nice fall colors that go on for several weeks last year. So this year we've had that, and it's a lot more pleasant to look at.
Yeah, that's what I kind of miss about being up north is watching the leaves turn. That especially when on years when they get to do it in a pristine kind of way. So yeah, thanks for sharing that information.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's just I don't like being cold, but I have to remember that I'm better at. I mean, I grew up in the cold Northeast, so I had a lot of that then. And now I just have to remember that I can deal with it. I'm warm enough. I keep my house warm enough. I eat the right foods. You have energy to burn. And then it's only pretty much going to last 3 or 4 months. And time does go kind of fast, but I don't. At one point, this is true, I stopped trying to go see my family because it was so hard to travel at that time of year. And the snow and ice. I'm like, why are we trying to get together in the worst possible weather in upstate New York, So I started going to see them like in August. And then the other reason was there are no holidays in August. So after 2.5, usually 2.5, 3 days when there's a blow up and a fight, then you've just like ruined some nameless day in August, and you haven't ruined a national holiday.
There you go.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
It really worked. It's like it's just some day in August. It wasn't Christmas, Christmas is here.
There you go. Yeah, I never really thought about that, but August doesn't have a holiday in it, does it?
No, that's kind of cool. But,
That's why I take my vacation in August. There isn't
it's
a
just
yeah.
But I don't like I mean, here are some people. Excuse me, because I've been eating a snack while we're talking. Some people already had Halloween decorations up the beginning of first day of October, and I'm like, really? You need a whole month? You need a whole month to look at this stuff?
Oh well, what's even worse is I'm seeing Christmas stuff in the store already.
Yeah, I don't like
And
that.
it's not even Halloween yet.
Hey, what's even worse than that is I was seeing Christmas stuff in the store in September, and I was seeing Halloween decorations in September, like September 1st.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I enjoy the holidays and decorating and everything, but man, you don't have to. I mean, I get that they got to stock up for it, but I don't know. I don't see why someone would be hanging their Christmas lights already.
Well,
So
it used to really bother me too, because I always resented the pressure to feel that I had to buy things for the holidays. But the only advantage I see is, at least if it's available, you can buy a little at a time and avoid going into debt, because I don't think you should go into debt for a holiday that comes at the same time every year.
yeah, I agree. Too many when a lot of people when their kids are young, they feel such a need to get them, to have these vainglorious Christmases for them when they're little, and I feel a lot of pressure to buy things, and and they end up racking up credit card debt and things of that nature, and then it takes you half the year. It's July, July, August, that month with no holiday in it before you pay off the debt from last Christmas. Sometimes, if you're lucky. So, yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, it's definitely a rookie mistake to put yourself in debt for a holiday.
My dad back then had the bank offered a Christmas club, and it was just like a separate little savings account, and you would decide ahead of time how much each pay or each week would go into it. 5, 10, $20, whatever. So that's what he did, so that during the whole year he's saving up, and then he had a budget of money to deal with for Christmas. So that was smart. I don't know if they do that, but you can get, several attached savings accounts to a checking account, and they often don't, they don't charge. Now, maybe only one savings account will earn any interest of like 0.5 of 1%. but they'll have several other little sub accounts and they won't charge anything. So anyway, it just makes sense. I like planning ahead for things. To me, it's the best way. And I don't buy anything. Here's my other approach to save money at Christmas. I don't buy anything for anybody.
That's definitely a great way to save money.
For sure.
But don't be mad if nobody buys you anything.
No, they haven't. These people haven't talked to me in years, and that's the truth. Actually, I do have a couple gifts for someone that I just happened to get recently because it was an item on sale and all that. But no, I haven't bought people stuff, and they're not. But you have to realize these people stop talking to me first. It's not like it's a long story, but.
Well,
For example,
not to cut you off there, Lorraine, but we got a comment in chat from Lothar. He said he's going to go as a 45-year-old toilet paper this year for Halloween. So good luck with that, Lothar. I don't know why you chose that particular amount of years to be, but that's great. What's the most ridiculous costume you've ever wore or went out as for Halloween there, Lorraine?
I don't think it was ridiculous. Well, one quick thing I wanted to say is my sister. The last I heard from her for my birthday was many years ago, and she sent a birthday email. Not even a phone call, not a card, and I'm like, really? So. That was, to me, was pathetic. One of the, I don't know if it's crazy, but I went as Cosmopolitan magazine.
Cosmopolitan. You went as Cosmo, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm familiar with that particular magazine.
Well, you'll have to look for it in stores. But I made.
No, I am familiar with it. My mom used to get it, or somebody in our house, because it came to our house when I was younger. I remember it showed up, and it always had like a really strong perfume smell to it.
Yeah, because there's perfume samples in there. Yeah, I made got some flat wood slats from the hardware store, made a rectangle frame, and then clear plastic, which I glued or taped or whatever, glued it. And then I painted the word Cosmopolitan and all the titles of the articles. So then I held it up and I posed behind it, because in those covers, the women always have this intense look. Like they look kind of angry and they're staring at you, and
Yeah, it's the blue steel. Remember, like the blue steel from the movie? What was the Zoolander? Remember, he's trying to perfect the look, blue steel. That's what the look they're always giving. But go ahead.
Yeah, so they're never smiling. They're never, they have a specific style to it. So that's how I would pose, and that was part of the costume, is that I would pose in a couple of different of these intense poses, and people would laugh. So I thought that I was proud of that costume.
All right. Well, yeah, I can see that. Did you have a hard time getting through doorways? That's my main concern.
No, because it was not attached. It was.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I made it about 2.5 feet wide and 3 to 3.5 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
It was the proportions were right, so that as I stood there, it was the same proportions you'd see on the cover.
I gotcha.
Sitting there, and the title and the article titles to the sides and all that.
Gotcha. Well, that's rather crafty. That's very original. How about you, Hebrew? I'm guessing you went as He-Man at least once, probably a Ghostbuster once or twice.
Yes, I went as He-Man. I went as the Kool-Aid Man. The Kool-Aid Man was the funniest. I went as me and my wife, she wasn't my wife at the time, but one of my friends, we all went as the Three Stooges one time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which one were you, Larry, Curly, or Moe?
Why, I was Curly, of course. No.
Of course.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh my goodness.
Why you?
Oh, a wise guy, eh? No.
Why I oughta? Why guy, eh? Why? As he's winding up to punch them.
I mean,
Yeah.
who does that? Who winds up their punches? I mean, can you imagine, like, if you were like in a real altercation, some guy on the street, you stepped on his Nike and he wants to fight you over it, and you start winding up your punch, he's gonna turn around and run. Oh shoot, he's winding it up. Now I'm getting scared.
Yeah. Well, talk about telegraphing your punch. He phoned that one in.
Yeah, they did that in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a way of maybe giving someone a warning, and then also they were hoping the guy's going to run away before he has to hit him.
I remember one time I got in a fight in like I don't know, 5th grade, 6th grade. I was walking to school and I ran into a couple bullies, and they I forget what it was. They were wanting to take something from me. I think it was my hat or something I had with me or in my possession. I was carrying it with me to school. And they were trying to basically, rob me, for lack of a better word. But I decided I was going to fight, and I was with I wouldn't say my girlfriend, but I was with a female companion whom I was trying to put on a good show for. Like, I didn't want to come off as a wimp or simpy, so I was trying to be extra cool. Like, so I was, trying to be, a tough guy, take them on, defender, honor, whatever you want to say. I was trying to be that guy. And anyway, to make a long story short, I just remember I got in the fight, and when I was punching, and kicking and stuff, I was making sound effects with my punches, but I didn't realize I was doing it. When I would punch him, I would go, poosh, pow, boom. I was saying them out loud, and people were starting to laugh, but I was winning the fight, so I didn't know it was so funny. And then afterwards, they was like, "You were cracking us up with your sound effects." Oh, I was so embarrassed. I was like, I didn't even want to fight anymore. I was done. I was like, I was trying to impress you guys, not make you laugh at me.
How old were you when this happened?
Like 5th grade, yeah, probably like 11 or 12.
Wow.
Yeah, it really wasn't. It wasn't much of a fight. I mean, it was one of those things where, if you look back on it, you would probably think that we were, dancing more than we were fighting. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Well,
I just couldn't believe I did sound effects. That's all.
Here's the thing, man. I'll tell you something funnier than that. Is like, I already told you the story about my friend. Like, me and my friend, we were in 4th grade, I guess it was, and he said something to me, and I looked over at him, and I guess I must have pissed him off or something, but he started charging at me, like really literally charging after me, like Bald Bull in that Mike Tyson game. So he starts charging. So I just stuck my fist out, and just like a cartoon, the dumbass just runs right into it. And his nose is all bloody and stuff. And it was just so funny. It was like in a slow motion, he just like ran into it. And then there was another time, me and my wife was at this concert. Well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but we were at this concert, and her ex-boyfriend was there, and he was giving me this funny look, and then I gave him this funny look. I think I even said something to him. I don't remember because I was so drunk, and he had his friends with him.
Hey, bro, did you start singing, "If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it"? Is that what you were saying?
Well, no, I know. I don't even know. I don't think that song was out back then.
Yeah,
But
no,
But
Let me see.
so his friends were standing around there, and I was like, I was giving it to him. I was like, come on, you want some of this, buddy? You know, and all this. And then my wife pulled me away from there and stuff. And like later, like the next day or whatever it was, she's like, well, just exactly what was your plan anyway? Like, what were you? Oh, I'm like, oh, I had a plan. She's like, well, what was your plan? I was like, I just stick both my fist out and spin in a circle, you know. That was my whole plan, just like a windmill, you know. So yeah, that's my funny fight stories.
Well, based off of the logic that the last guy just ran into it automatically, I can see how you might have thought that might work.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to tell you, don't do it. He's a karate expert or something like that.
Well, no.
Good thing you didn't do it because he's got a brown belt in karate or whatever the second highest one.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't speak for Hebrew, but I do know I've recently learned that he is 6'4" and I'm 6'1". So throughout the course of my life, I didn't have a lot of people pick fights with me. They were very far and few between because of my size. I mean, you don't typically pick on the guy larger than you, you know.
That's funny you should say that because I got into a bunch of fights because of my size. Like everyone wanted to see if they could take me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, usually you don't get tested more than once. You have that
Well,
one guy, and everybody sees you win, and then they leave you alone.
well, that's the thing, Saji, is I never stuck up for myself when I was
Oh,
kid. I
okay.
was just like buried my head in the sand, so to speak. I didn't.
Gotcha. So
I
you were
didn't
the
really start
gentle
standing-
giant.
Yeah, I didn't really start standing up for myself till I joined the football team, and then people knew well enough to leave me alone because and then after that, it kind of toughened me up a little bit, made me stand up for myself, gave me what you would
That
call
confidence.
confidence. Yeah,
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 I gotcha.
yeah.
See, this is what school reunions are for. You can go back, find those people you didn't stand up to the first time, and just let them have it.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but
Or rent a good tuxedo and rent a really nice watch.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Big Stuff walking there. Yeah, look at me now. Yeah, look.
Tell
Yeah.
everyone, and tell everyone that you invented Post-it notes.
No. I'll tell everyone I invented a magnet on a stick.
There you go.
That's an inside joke me and Saji share. We'll tell you backstage sometime.
Okay. But this line about the Post-it notes was in the movie Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
She says, I invented Post-it notes. And then the character goes, no, you didn't. It was so-and-so at 3 a.m. Okay, well, I better go. I have to get up early. Go try to breathe through a mask.
Oh,
All right. Well, good luck with that.
I will have some people think they're the mask police. And I feel like saying, if not everyone wears one. Sometimes people don't have one.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, why doesn't he have a mask? I said, well, sometimes people have a medical condition and they can't breathe through one. They can't do it.
Right.
And other things that, I feel like saying, if this place isn't safe enough for you, don't stay here. You need to go home right now. If you're that worried about one guy,
Right.
breathing over there, so just a couple of, I think that's much more danger. The mask police are much more of a danger than any water droplets from a guy who doesn't have a mask. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. Couldn't agree with you more there.
Yep.
It's good to know some people still have common sense and logic.
Yeah, you can't harass people. You don't know what the situation is. I even had a
Exactly.
I don't know if I told you this story, and he was looking in the mirror instead of watching where he's driving. And this is early in the morning before the sun is up, and harassing me. And but the bus company has video and audio recording on every bus, and when you call in a complaint, they go to the tape and they go and they hear and see exactly what happened. So I mean, the customer service manager knows my voice. He knows my number. I've had to call so many times. There's a lot of idiots that they let, there's a lot of good drivers, but there's like 5 people who really don't care. They don't like, they're coming to a stop. They don't make sure to pull up to the curb, and you're on a bus that's taller than the others. I realize this is not a big problem in life for most people, but it's like, buddy, the stop is here. Pull the bus up to the curb. That's where we need to get out. So stupid little things like that. It's like, just have some pride in your work and do it right.
There you go.
So that's
Well, like we like to say in the field, get it right or pay the price.
That's right. That's why I should bring back what grinds my gears. Maybe, Lorraine, maybe you can write down some suggestions for what grinds your gears, and then I'll give you all the credit for it.
Okay, thank you. I do have.
And I can't wait to hear about how Hero's putting his makeup on the bus.
Yeah.
A little foundation around my eyes. It's not like eyeshadow and lip gloss and mascara. So
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it won't be too bad for you.
It won't be anything I don't already do. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I can literally take a minute and a half anyway. But I mean, I can do a whole show on stuff like this because the way life is, or people are, or I expect logic and sense from people, and in the very least, even if I've had jobs I don't like, but do your best at it. Still try to do the jobs you're hired to do. That was the deal, But to muddle your way through it and then get angry because somebody complains, and now literally one of the drivers was trying to hit me with the bus, and I'm not kidding you.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he whipped around the corner once to turn into the parking the bus hub, and I fell off the bench and my stuff fell. Thank goodness I have quick reflexes as I landed on my feet. But he never even apologized. And as I left, I said, "Look, I fell and I could have gotten hurt." He said nothing. And so I filed a complaint, and then the customer service man said he did preserve the video of that. And then another time, it's a long story, but most buses will stop on the road instead of pulling up to this little pull-off area for the library. They were stopping in the road. Okay, so we'd walk over there. One day I had some boxes, and he's getting upset with me because it's like taking longer than he thinks it should. And whatever. And then I said, well, gee, I said, I still haven't heard you apologize for knocking me to the floor. I said, and I know I'm not going to, and when I left the bus, I said, I know I'm not going to hear it from you because you're not a decent human being. You don't have basic decency. And I told him that. So ever since that, he's just, this happened over a year ago, so I haven't seemed to calm down since, but literally the next time I'm waiting in the same spot where it's the pull-off lane, next thing you know, he's aiming the bus right at me. Where normally they stop in the road because they don't have to get back in the road, and this is not a really, really busy road. And so he's aiming the bus at me. And another time I get on and have a bus pass that's hanging from the back, my book bag, the same way it always is. And I get on the bus, I'm sitting there waiting, he's not waiting yet, and then I look up and he goes, "You have to pay." I said, "I have the same pass I had on the other side." He said, "Well, I didn't see it." I said, "Well, that's because you weren't looking. It's in the same exact spot." That you can see when I'm, just being an idiot. And other people have said too, they don't like this guy. But it's like, why is he allowed to have a job? And what came out was someone I talked to that he's got some connection with someone else at the company. friends or relatives or something, you know. But he's a liability. And so another time, I was waiting at the spot in front of the library, and I thought, what if I don't move? Let's see what he does. And so I didn't move. So next thing you know, he's slamming on his brakes and wailing on his horn. Like, I'm so wrong. You know, you're the one driving the bus. You see the person is moving. So I get on, he said, you can't be in the middle of the street. I said, I'm not. I'm in the pull-off section. I said, you can't aim your bus at someone who's standing still. So this kind of stupidity is what I have to do. So, anyway, I'm sure that's very entertaining for people to hear, but that's the current reality. I will be getting a car at some point here. I just don't want to go and get a cheap one like I've had. I want to get one that's going to last. And I've got other things I'm dealing with the money right now. So, I do this to save money, and I'm a good driver. I have a good driving record. So I don't want anyone to think that that's not the reason. Some why I don't have a car right now. That's when I had broke down a long time ago, and I'm just still saving money by not having one.
So you say you're going to have a car soon? So I heard you right. Did you say you're about to get one?
No, not right away. I'm never. I don't know when. Maybe 6 months. Maybe 8 months. Maybe.
Okay, but you're working towards that, is what you're trying to say.
Oh yeah, and I'm working. My credit score is improved, and I never know how much money I need for some other things I have to handle. So that's part of it. And I'm not eager to jump into having a big payment again because it's going to be kind of big. To get enough car, it's not going to be cheap.
Right.
But anyway, it's just a bunch of things. But that's I'm completely licensed, insurable, all that stuff. I don't want anyone to think, oh, she probably broke some rules, or she's a drunk and she got pulled over. Because I know how some of your listeners think. Let me just say.
Well, it takes one to know one, Lorraine. That's all I got to say about it.
Oh, yeah, I often assume the worst, too. I admit it.
Hero, what were you going to say?
It was good talking to you, Lorraine. Hopefully we can get a show together Saturday, and if that's all you had to share, then then all right. Well, thanks for your call.
Okay, have a great night, everyone. Thanks for listening.
All right, yep. You too.
Thanks for calling, Lorraine.
Okay, take care. Bye.
All right. Well, that was Lorraine the Moore, and we actually have one more caller we're going to get to, and then we're going to go ahead and shut the lines down because caller, you actually only have 7 minutes or something, but I'm going to go ahead and let you talk, and then you can call back in, or you can come jump in here. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you what. I think that was Lotar 900, by the way. What I'll do, since the call center is about to shut down, I'll go ahead and I'll just put the link in the chat. So, so you can come jump in the chat, or you know what? Skip all that nonsense. Let me go ahead and just restart the call conference. Let me get that started, and you can call back in, caller, if you want to. I don't know why it has a limited thing, but go ahead and call back in. We'll get to your call. I was just about ready to answer your call just as you hung up, but there it's redone, reset. So, all right. You'll be the next one on here if you call back in. Pretty sure that was Lotar, though. I'm not sure.
Not 100% sure, huh?
Not 100%. I know Jennifer was wanting to call, but I don't
Gotcha.
know. For some reason, Lotar shows up in Chicago sometimes.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is
And then
odd.
he, yeah. And then he'll make that voice. But I think that's who, but I think it was Jennifer trying to call. She said she'll try again. I had her, I was about to push the button, but then the call was about to end anyway, because you know how this stupid thing only has 45 minutes on it. All right, we got Houston, Texas on the line. Houston, hello there.
Hey, it's me, Jennifer Richardson Elizalde.
All right.
Hey, Elizalde. That's how you say it.
Wait, say that again,
Yes,
Elizalde.
sir. Elizalde.
Okay, cool. That's actually a
Eliz-
cool
How you
name.
doing tonight?
Awesome. So glad that you called. Thank you for calling.
Sure thing.
So what do you got going on? What's up with you?
I'll give you guys a shout.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
hey, you know what? Either way, I'm glad to hear your voice. Even if you got nothing to talk about at all, this is the first time I think you've ever called, so thanks for that.
Oh, you're welcome. It's the first time I've ever called anything.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, cool. Hey, you hear that, Saji? Don't we feel privileged now?
Heck yeah. We brought her out of her shell. So
Yeah.
now she's just gonna start calling everybody. Watch. She's gonna be on Dan's show all the time.
No.
Yeah. We're gonna see her on everybody's live stream. But you remember she came on ours first, guys. Just remember that. We were the ones that brought her out of her seclusion.
Very nice.
No,
Very nice.
but for real though, I don't know if you heard, we are looking for a female co-host for Taco Tuesday. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, you do sound like a female. Just saying.
Well, I am, and no, I got my hands full homeschooling a third grader, and
Oh wow! So you couldn't take on two more third graders, huh?
no more third graders.
Okay.
Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute, Saji. I'm a fourth grader, dude. I just, I want to throw that out there. I'm not third grader still.
I read your autobiography. It was called Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing.
That's right. Yeah. And I'm proud. Hey, I'm proud of it. Just saying.
All right.
We're doing good just graduating high school.
Yeah, I know, right? So you're doing homeschooling so you don't have to go do the whole math thing?
Holy crud. I am tackling this new math. It is incredible. And I mean, it's the long way around into the back door of it's just dumb. So, and then the new math the old math sneaks in. So my son's doing.
You're saying math. I said mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you too. The new math is crazy that they're teaching them at school now. Well, yeah, that's definitely a hot topic. So either one, but I meant so that is your kids the third grader? Is this school closed?
No, it's not closed, but it's about 50-50. God bless these teachers. They have half a classroom that are all separated wearing masks and hand sanitizers, and then they got the other half homeschooling and oh my gosh, there's one poor little boy in my son's class that his internet connection sucks. He's not the brightest kid. God bless. He cries. I mean, all his assignments are late, but I have to be on top of this, and I'm supposed to be working from home, but that's suffering. So, but we're managing. It's good. It's good. I'd rather have my son home here with me and not be wearing a mask and hand sanitizer.
Yep.
And I mean, I just have to look at this as probably one of the greatest years of my life.
Well, there you go. That's one way to look at it.
That's definitely a positive outlook. And
that's right.
And honestly, kudos to you for doing everything that you're doing as far as the homeschooling and everything, because a lot of parents wouldn't even know where to begin with even trying to do something like that, even if they wanted to. So the fact that you've taken the time and put forth the effort to accomplish it, that says a lot. So
Well, I
just
mean, I look back and this is what it's going to be. You know, he doesn't want to be at homeschool. He wants to ride the school bus and socialize and play with his friends on the playground and
well, that's just it though. When they get there, they're not allowed to play on the playground.
Exactly. I told him, look, it's just going to be 1 year, and we'll see what happens next year, and it'll all be fine. No worries, kiddo.
Exactly.
Now mine, they're I think they're allowed to play in the playground, but they have they still have to wear the mask and they have to keep so many feet apart, but they're allowed to do the playground thing. They're allowed to participate in PE. And I noticed you mentioned Halloween in your area. So there's no Halloween in your area this year?
I found 2 events, one pumpkin patch and something at the local small airport, but it's not a whole lot going on. So, you know, his costume showed up today. He's going to be Scooby-Doo, and it's, he was so when his costume showed up. So we're just going to trick or treat around the house and maybe to my sister's house. She lives about 2 miles away. And then, you know, I'm just trying to make the best of it, you know, but I mean, what do you do for these little ones?
Right. Well, see, here's the thing is we usually every year they have a thing where they go from business to business. They stand out in the street, you know, and they have a line formed and the kids just go in the line and they get their candy from all the businesses, you know, and well, that's not going to happen this year. So it's pretty much going to go back to the way things were when kids were trick or treating door to the door. So it kind of in a way, it's sort of a good thing in my eyes. I like the old trick or treating door to door, you know.
Agreed. But I just moved into this apartment here a few months ago, so we don't know any of the neighbors. But used to what we had in Houston was the malls would open up, and you could take your child to the mall, and to each shop, you know, they would give them candy and so on and so forth, and that worked nice. And then they had you know, little activities for them to do and that kind of thing. So, but I mean, our malls are like empty right now, so I mean, we're just going to make the best of it, and he's in good spirits, so you know, I can't complain, and it's all good.
Well, that's awesome.
So let me ask you one last question in regards to that, and it's simply just because I'm curious. But I mean, at that age, at 3rd grade, I mean, they're pretty perceptive of what's going on around them, and but they're still not 100%, you know, clued in as to what's really going on in the big world, you know. So what is the 3rd grader's perception of all of this? Like, I mean, does he even know that there's a virus that he could catch? That, I mean, how much does he even understand about what's going on? And I guess the part B of that question is he, are kids that age, are they freaking out over this, or they don't even really care one way or the other? It's just, you tell me to wear the mask, Mom, I'll wear the mask. I mean, where's his head at on all this, from what you can tell?
Fortunately, my son's pretty mature because he's an only child. If we have to go to a store, we wear a mask briefly in and out of Kroger or in and out of the convenience store. But he's a little skeptical of the virus, but he's Mandela affected. And God bless him, he drew me 2 years ago when he was 6. He drew me a picture of Pikachu with the black end on his tail, and I still keep that at my desk. And
that's awesome.
God bless his heart.
Oh wow!
It is. And he sings me the O'Reilly's Auto Parts song, you know. So I mean, I can see he's Mandela affected slightly, but he is skeptical, and I've taught him to question everything. And
that's awesome.
So he's he gets that, yes, he could catch it, but he realizes that at school, it's not what he's used to seeing. You know, it's not like last year when we played on the playground and rode the school bus, and he did his, he took his toys on the school bus, and all the kids, you know, had fun with those or whatever. But so he's pretty bright for his age, and so he's kind of aware of things, you know. So
right.
Like I said, I teach him to question everything, and you know, I'm proud of him, you know, because I think he realizes kind of what's going on in the world, even though we're secluded, just like everybody else.
Well, I got to say, from my experience as a parent, you know, kids are pretty resilient, and they pretty much they pick up on what's going on around them. They're pretty bright. They're brighter than what a lot of people give them credit for. And you know, my little girl, she's about 10. She's 10 years old. Not about 10. She is 10 years old, and she wears the mask whenever we go to the store. We don't even have to ask her. She just puts it on automatically, and I think she's actually kind of the opposite of everyone else. She kind of likes it. She kind of like it's a fun thing because you know she's got the cartoon characters and stuff like that. So she kind of likes wearing the mask, and we even have to remind her, hey, you know, we're in the car now. You can take it off. You know. So I mean,
bless her heart.
Yeah. So she likes that Japanese character. I don't know what the name of that character is, Yogi-O or whatever it's called, but you know, so she's really sort of just, you know, kind of going along with it, you know what I mean?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I would say for the most part, the kids I've seen, they seem to be taking it in stride and not to really be weirded out by it. But like you said, he did notice that there was something different, so he was a little bit weirded out at first, but he's actually handling it quite well. So that's awesome. Well, what else did you have in mind that you might want to talk about?
Not much. I can tell you my strongest Mandela effect.
All right. Well, that was going to be my next question. So go right on ahead. Let's hear it.
So I've seen all the millions of them. Of course, you know, The Lion and the Lamb. But in the 90s, TNT on cable would run like 30 days of James Bond. And I loved the Dolly had braces scene. And oh my God, I know Dolly had braces.
From Moonraker, right?
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, that's got to be my number one.
You know what? That one is a really kind of that to me, that is one of the best examples of the Mandela effect with it being like so obvious that she should have them. The way that they did that scene in the movie, and they zoom in on her face and they wait for her to smile and show her teeth, and then clip right back to him with the smile and his metal teeth. That was the scene. That's what made it so iconic and memorable. And now when she smiles and there is no braces, it makes the whole cut scene seem kind of frivolous. Why even bother zooming in on her smile if she's not going to have something unique about her smile? I mean, it's almost like it's begging you to notice, you know? So in my opinion, that's one of the best Mandela effects for crying out to the world, like, hey, look, here's a Mandela effect, you know?
Exactly. The scene doesn't even make sense. And even the credit card commercial with the little teller at the bank, it just, when she had braces and smiled at the gentleman that came in that played the part, I don't even know his name.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't even make sense. It's crazy.
Yeah, that one's definitely way up there for me. That I would say that one and the whole Timmy fell in the well thing, when the kid who played the Timmy wrote a book called Timmy Fell in the Well, you know, but he never did fall in the well.
Yes. I mean, I grew up hearing Timmy Fell in the Well. I don't think I ever watched the episode. Clearly, it doesn't exist anymore. But
yeah,
I mean, geez, what more can you have?
Exactly. But yeah, that's definitely a great example. So I agree with you on that. And I remember, I mean, I
100%.
was just a little
Yeah.
kid watching Moonraker and seeing that scene, and I remember clear as day her having them braces. So
Oh my gosh, I used to watch that James Bond, like you said, the 30 Days of Bond. I think that used to be on around Thanksgiving time, if I'm not mistaken, also. And they used to show that scene. And I remember the braces, and shoot, I even remember I've recorded quite a few of those onto DVD, and I'd sit at home just watch them over and over again. And my goodness, yes, she definitely had braces to me. And I did a video of it where you can actually see where she's smiling. There's a there's a gleam of light that actually reflects off of her teeth, and I'm like, now wait a minute. There are no teeth in the world that white. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are, how much whitener you use. You know, there's not going to be no amount of whiteness that's going to give off that kind of gleam. I'm sorry, you know.
For
It,
that.
yeah. So,
Well, for us, TNT ran that in the summertime, and I guess that was about 2021, something like
okay.
that. I mean, it was years ago, but yeah, I mean, I just thought that was the cutest scene because I mean, I love like love scenes, you know, and so that was just the cutest thing to me, and it really stuck with me. And then so anyway, that one affected me a lot. Plus The Lion and the Lamb, and I asked my father one time, oh gosh, 6-7 months ago, about that, and he's like, well, the wolf lays with the lamb, and I'm like, are you shooting me? Because I was like, Dad, really? Are you kidding me? But apparently he took the update. So what do you do?
Oh man. Yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. And the biggest evidence of that one, of course, is the movie Jesus of Nazareth, where he still says in that movie, I think even to this day, unless it's changed, I don't know, the lion shall lay with the lamb. I mean, he says that in that movie. Like, why would that be in that movie if that wasn't even the way it goes, you know?
Exactly. I mean, even in oh God, what was that sitcom? Shoot, Stavely plays it on his show, where Esther Roll, Good Times.
Good times.
You know, she looks at her husband James and says, you know, the lion shall lay with the lamb. I mean, we're not wrong.
No, I agree. I don't think so. I don't think we're wrong.
not to mention how many churches there are named that.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
if you look nationwide and Google search Lion with the Lamb Church, and there's no Lion with the Wolf Church, not a single one.
I haven't seen one. Not around here. Not
and if there was, who would want to go to it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, really. Who'd want to go to that?
I'm going to go to that church down the road, the Dwelling with the Wolf. It sounds like it's got a good ring to it. Yeah, I want to lay and dwell, not lay, but dwell with the rest of them wolves. That sounds good.
Sure,
that sounds
to me.
Yeah.
Let's just give our 10% tithe to the wolf, you know?
Exactly.
Well, guys, I love your show, and I just wanted to call in and give a shout out. And anyway, I got to hit the sack. I got to do some homeschool in the morning. It's 11.
All right. Well, we do appreciate you calling, Jennifer. Thank you very much. And thank you for the compliment. We're glad you enjoy watching our show or listening to our show or whatever. But we are I know I'm personally very, very grateful that you broke the ice and you called in for the first time. Hopefully you can call in again sometime in the not so distant future.
Absolutely. You guys have a good night, okay?
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for all you do. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we did it, man. We knocked it out.
That was awesome. That was
we got 2 female callers in a row, man. We're batting 1,000.
Yeah, we had a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Yeah, we had our and both of them have been listening to us for quite a while. So it's great to get a first-time caller, though.
Oh, it always is, man. It always is. And, I appreciate each and every one of our viewers on here. And, in case
I'm
you didn't know,
pretty sure. I mean, I might be assuming way too much here, but I'm going to go out on a limb here, bro, and say that I'm pretty sure that if Mystique was here, she would agree with you.
oh, well, I don't think you are out on a limb, because if you were, it would snap, and then that limb, of course, would be way out, like on the edge of a cliff somewhere. So I'm just going to go even further out on the limb and say, even if she wasn't here, she would agree with you. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now the 2 hour and 20-minute hour. You
Do
know
you
that.
know where your talcum powder is?
Huh?
I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
But I do appreciate each and every one of you viewers that's out broadcast that stuck with us so long, and the ones that just now came climbing down the pike. So let me go ahead and give you wonderful people a final shout out, and we'll wish y'all a happy Taco Tuesday and put a bow on this. What do you say, Saji?
Yeah, I think I would kind of like. I know it's a little bit early for our time, but to be quite honest with everybody, I'm not feeling super 100%, and I just really,
Right.
I think it'd probably be a good time to wrap it up, and we got Shifty Sunday coming up, and I think we are just committed to doing a show this coming Saturday. We've been doing a show on Saturday early before Scarab goes live for the Speakeasy. So if you're a normal listener, start watching for us to do that more regularly. And we're going to try to do one this coming Saturday with Lorraine Lamore as a special guest. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
All right. Well, I'm glad you did. Okay. In the house tonight, we got Michael Badger, Lotar 900, Affected by Grace. Let me scroll down here a little bit. I went too far. Go Kart Bob rooming in. Jennifer Richardson, first time caller, and what an amazing phone call that was. Lorraine Lamore, another wonderful caller.
Yes.
And we had Teresa Lynch, which I think you scared her off, dude. I don't know. She took you serious, I think, a while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She left before I got to the part about just kidding, huh?
Uh-huh. She
Oh
goes
man,
she goes WTF with a cryy face.
Oh, and then that was her last message?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to reach out to her and make sure she's okay.
Sometime. I don't know. Maybe she was joking, because I had said the same thing on Shifty Sunday. I think she has a problem telling when we're joking and when we're being serious for some reason.
Yeah, I think that our level of sarcasm sometimes goes over her head.
Mm-hmm. But hey, you know who else we had on here? We had CJ Wood, who just now tuning in, and I think there was one more that I might have passed up. Let me see here. CJ Wood came in. She had forgotten tonight was Taco Tuesday. Well, how could you forget a thing like that, man?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Harris, where's my mask? No, but seriously, people, we love each and every one of you like you were our step cousin, and
with like sturdy sandy brown hair and and two different colored shoes.
Oh, and one red shoe.
Yeah, one of them's definitely red.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's got dog poo on it. And we still love you.
Still love you. That's right, man. Yeah, what a good group we got in here. You couldn't have said that any better, Jennifer Richardson. And thanks for the wonderful phone call. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Taco Tuesday. Before we step out, do you have anything you want to add to all that?
Oh man, you said it. You took the words right out of my mouth. I just want to thank you first of all Hero, for inviting me to be on this platform with you. I really do enjoy being part of the program, part of the show, part of the Taco Tuesday madness. I want to thank both of our callers and everybody who listens in and listens to our antics week in and week out and has watched us grow and explore and learn and find these little nuggets of truth along the way. And I guess that's really all I got.
All right. With that being said, this is Hebrew 77 signing off along with Sagittarically Speaking, and we will see you guys Saturday night at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern time, ladies and gentlemen. And please, prayers for CJ Wood. She was just told she needed 2 surgeries. So I just wanted to throw that out there at the last minute. Prayers for her. Thank you. And we will see all of you Taco Tuesdayians next week. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Oh, no, that made it sound like I wasn't sincere. No, seriously, though. Love you all. Well, that does it for tonight's show. It's been real, and it's been fun. And yes, it's even been real fun. But as all good things do, they must end. But remember, there will always be another show. Oh, at least I hope there'll be another show. As long as my internet keeps going and I'm still alive, I guess there'll be another show. But anyway, until next time, remember that snakes don't always bite. But when they do bite, oh, brother, it really hurts. So long, everybody. Ha ha. Yeah. Hey, do you like this music? It's completely free. Oh, yeah. Dig that jam. Ha ha. See ya.